I got you, people. We're gonna talk about things that are getting more serious here in the United States. Not only because Charlie Kirk, right? It's been going on for years. It looks like this Charlie Kirk guy made it worse for everyone in America, right? Not only that, the thing is that it was what he was talking about was free speech, man. And nobody should ever get killed for free speech, and free speech should be protected. That means under federal law, right? Everybody should respect free speech, no matter if you don't like the person's view, opinion, or whatever not. You know, you're gonna kill somebody just because you didn't like his opinion. Maybe you didn't like the way he was dressed, cause he didn't maybe purchase your goods. You know, people are going crazy these days. You know, now you're gonna kill everybody for not liking their opinions. You know, the whole world will be deceased because nobody will like each other's opinion. And if you don't like the way he does things, you know, you're gonna come out and execute everybody. You know, the country is out of control, you know? And also it starts from the government up, you know? Now allowing this to happen is what caused this, you know? For not protecting free speech. That's another problem. When the government does not protect the constitutional rights of the people, this is what happens when people take things to their own hands. You know, everybody should respect each other, no matter where you come from, what background, what ethnicity, what race, what color. You know, everything is color. And I don't think the word, when you're speaking here in the United States, the word Americans should come out, because certain people, when they use the word Americans, they only consider that one type of group of people. And people are fed up, you know. And let's say the people that cause all this mess are the European Caucasian people, right? They are the destroyers of world, of mankind, of civilization. Everything falls on them, you know. It's gonna come a time, and I keep on saying that you are not gonna be liked nowhere you go. You right now, nobody likes Caucasian people, European people here in America. You know, America cannot leave its own country because too many people have too much animosity against them because of things that America does to everyone that's not Caucasian, European, white. And Americans are not Americans, they're European. No matter how you call it, you're European, and that's it. But it's already time that it's gonna get worse. You know, it's not getting better. Everybody is uptight. You can't even say hello. You can't greet nobody. People get upset. Why you greet them? You don't know me from the hole in the wall. Don't greet me. You don't know me. You ain't gonna do anything to me. For me, you know, you ain't gonna pay my. Don't greet me. Don't say anything. People don't even say excuse me anymore. People don't even say, how was your day? How you doing? Good morning. People don't want to hear anything from anybody. People want to keep to themselves. And you know, you gotta mind your own business. You can't even have a conversations with anybody no more these days. You know, because why? Certain people put other people in more priority than the rest of the people in this world. You know, people just don't have the respect anymore. People are not respecting themselves. Why? Because our government allowed this to happen, and instead of protecting these people here in this country, our government is somewhere else trying to save another country at war and send our taxpayer money to another country. We shouldn't be nowhere overseas in anybody's country giving them ultimatums and directives and how they run their country. You know, that's why we have the problems we have here in America now. You know, and a lot of people don't care about that young man. I mean, he was 31 years old. I mean, he looked older than me. I'm older than him. I'm 60 years old. And you know, and he's 31. He look older than me. He look older than me. And you know, and he's like got cancer young at 31 years old. And all this thing about the president and everybody, sympathy for him. Like he's not the only person that got canceled in America, that got shot for his views. Many people been going through the same thing, and America hasn't done anything for them. But now the parliament that they want to put these flags, American flags. See, that's the problem. That's so much in America. Bring them down high staff, to show them respect. What about the respect to all the people that have died because of the same situation, because of freedom of speech, because people stand their grounds on their own opinions, but no, they get canceled, terminated because of what they believe or their grievances, and nobody does nothing about that. So if you're gonna just pick and choose who you wanna protect and give them these special privileges, that's the cause of the problems here in America. We're not one country. If we all living here, we should be all together instead of divided. This country is so divided that people don't care anymore, and people just don't care. People will walk over a hurt person and not even think about helping him or whatever. That's his problem. He's there. He probably say he probably did something wrong or he deserved it. Things like people don't even help anybody anymore. Not even, they don't even look at their neighbors. Some people just go in, don't say hello to the neighbor, just go in, go to work, come out, and that's it. People are just not getting involved with anybody no more, because everybody's already feared that if you look at somebody wrong, you're gonna get canceled. You say something wrong, you might get canceled. These days you cannot say anything to anybody anymore here in America, because everybody's afraid you might say something wrong, the wrong person take it wrong, and he's gonna cancel you. Freedom of speech right now is in danger because of this, because it's not protected. So there's a lot of things going. Listen, these people think that they have a right just because they say they want to be homosexuals or transgender, and whoever pronouns they want to be, they're protecting these things with their life. So this is the problem now. Now everybody wants to create their own identity, and if you go against the identity, there's gonna be problems. You're gonna get canceled, just like Charlie Kirk happened. So people need to be careful. It's either you're gonna make stricter laws and you either gonna be a man or woman, or you're gonna accept everybody's identity. Everybody could change identity at will, and you're gonna have to accept it. What country in these days gonna fight for a country that doesn't protect them? Like if we go to war, half of the country doesn't want to go to war no more. Half of these white folks are tired of fighting wars in other countries and coming back and getting nothing out of it. That's why the world is divided. Nobody cares about America anymore. And the way these officials think that they do, they don't. Nobody wants to die for a country that doesn't do anything for them. And right now, America's not doing nothing for its people. See how I say the people? I never mentioned the word America. Now I'm saying it because I'm trying to, get the message across. I say always country and people. I never say America. So everybody you ask wants to be American, and so-called Americans, they feel like if you white, you're American. If you're not white, you're not American. So a lot of people are left out. A lot of people that came here to the Americas have fought for this country and gave it the greatness that it has right now. People of other countries, other backgrounds that came here, immigrants that made this country what it is today, that have power and people respect it. And now a lot of countries don't even respect America no more. And nobody wants to die for this country anymore. It's sad to say, but it is. You might not hear it, but a lot of people, you ask them, nobody's going to die for this country, America, that you live in. America is being exiled on its own. Nobody exiled you, exiled, and now why? For bringing too much trouble to the country. And the most people that are going to suffer is the white Caucasian people and their grandchildren, right? Because a lot of colored folks are not going to protect these people anymore. If anything should happen, they're on their own, and chaos is going to happen. And if the problem is not within the country itself, nobody's gonna fight for this country. And people, you gotta think about that. America is losing its face in the world, in the people, and throughout the world. America is gonna exile itself from everybody else. Nobody likes the American people anymore. And when I mean people, I'm talking about Caucasian people. They caused a lot of problems to people that had nothing to do with it, right? All these people that came here, okay, I know they came illegally and all that, but some of them were doing good. They were working. You know, you should have made system. We got a system for everything. We always make up how to take money out the citizens of America. You could do the same thing to them. Give them some kind of ID that you could track them. They have to pay taxes, but they can't claim it. You know how they build generation of welfare that contribute to the country. But you threw them out the country, and now you want to go to their country and go on vacation or buy property. No, but now they're throwing you out because they don't want you there. You threw them out of your country. It's only right that they throw you out of their country. And a lot of things are happening right now. But anyway, as America can correct itself, things are gonna get worse than they are now. And with that, people, I'll let you go and you think about that.